today we're going to talk about the airport queues. And are the apps screwing over the drivers even more in the queue? So the other night I was here because the queue was really low and I had just dropped off at the airport. So I drove in about 15-20 minutes. I got a Lyft Lux request. And it was going 26 miles, 43 minutes. But it was only offering $38 for the ride. So I declined that shit. Because even, at $2 a mile, I should have paid $52 minimum. Even at $1.90, should have paid $49 and change, but it was only offering $38. So I declined the ride, waited about another 15-20 minutes, got another Lux request that was going 10 miles, paying $22. Obviously, I took that one. It met the threshold. So I'm back today. It's Sunday. Queues are low. I've been here about a half hour now, and it's a slower time of the day, but it's really low. And I want to see, are they out to get us? Are they trying to screw us at the airports now? Because, they get paid extra for a pickup at the airport. The hell? Okay, we're going to take this one. 8 miles for 16 minutes, and technically we're at the queue, so that really wouldn't matter. So let's go see where it goes. I'm also a little curious, right? Because, $16, we're going to Las Olas at the wharf. I'm wondering if I'm going to get short trip protection out of this, since the ride's only like 5.3 miles. But, you see that? I just caught that, right? $16.32 includes the $3.25 bonus. So if we take away, this is a $13 ride for 5.1 miles. As long as you don't count the pickup distance. But I'm at the airport. We're at the lot. Are you really going to tag in or add in that mileage? Because you would go pick it up anyway. It's a tough thing to think about. But, all right. Bonuses mean nothing anymore. Surge, as I told you guys 2 months ago, doesn't multiply anymore. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. This is what it's like inside the terminal at FLL sometimes. People just drive however they want, park wherever they want, do whatever they want. Telling you, y'all got to have patience in here, man. No need in rushing. No need for none of that shit. Just keep it moving, nice and easy. Don't get stressed out. All right, so they tried to give me a $6 ride that was going to take forever to get to it. I was stacked in my queue, so we canceled that one out. But I want to show you guys something. So if you look, this is the airport right here where you see that little $4. That's the bonus. Because my trip was only 5 miles, right? I have what they call short trip protection. Because I'm not seeing the airport queue. That's one way you know that you can go back to the airport, and when you get back in that queue, you will be close to the top of the queue. You might not be the first, but you ain't gonna be the last. Today, I really just don't feel like spinning my wheels, chasing little $8 and $10 rides. I'm playing the gambling game here, and we're gonna try and grab, a little bit better rides. As you can see, I just got a tip too from that last ride. Looks like they threw me like $5 or $6. So $22 minus the $3.25 on the bonus. So $19.75 to go 5 miles. That's what, $4 a mile? That ain't bad. That ain't bad, y'all. Now we're going to see if I can still get this $4 bonus out of the queue. And we're going to see if I get to the top of the queue. Now, one thing you also got to know, and I'll take a picture, I'll kind of put it side by side here. When you're on an Android phone, when you have short trip protection, it'll always show you top of the queue. But if you have an Apple phone, it shows you where you're truly at. whether you're at the top of the queue or one car in front of you or two cars in front of you, because there are other cars that might have had short trip protection too. So you can't jump them. You know what I'm saying? You just can't jump them. All right. So Apple's telling me I skipped the queue. And as you can see here, I'm trying to time these two phones up. But as you can see here, Android's telling me I'm all the way to the top of the queue. But Apple is telling me there are seven black XLs in front of me, one Lux and one Lux XL in front of me. All right, so I've been online now 4 hours and 20 minutes. I'm at $108. A couple of rides out of the airport, a couple of rides to the airport. Didn't get rematched, but it's Sunday night. There's a lot of drivers sitting in the queue right now. So I get it. It makes sense, I guess. Who knows? All right, so it's 10:50 at night. Wound up finishing 228 for the day, I think, on 11 rides. 840 for the week, about 26 hours I put in this week, 26, 27 hours. And I got to tell you, there were a couple times I was going to go home, because I was getting like some really crappy $6, $8 rides. But then I'd get a nice $35, $40 ride to the airport, so I'd take it. But that last ride I went into the airport, I got rematched, which is always good. And it wasn't that the price was bad, but the pickup time. So to go from the terminal upstairs and to go all the way around back downstairs to pick them up would have took about 30 minutes. And they didn't account for that. They weren't paying me for that 30 minutes it was going to take me to get in there to get them people. Now, I've said this before. Before Upfront pricing, you might have looked and seen, okay, it's 2-3 miles away or 10, 12 minutes away. I'll go get them. And we never would add that in. But I mean, the way they're definitely lowballing, Lyft and Uber, they are lowballing rides out of the airport. They are using the bonus as part of the ride fee, which is not good either because it's supposed to be a bonus. But because they're throwing that in there, they're cutting back what they're willing to pay the driver to go pick up the ride. And I just couldn't go back into that airport knowing it was going to take me 25, 30 minutes to get to them people. I couldn't do it. So I turned down one ride, the $35 ride. Then I automatically got rematched again for a $20 ride going about I think it was 7 miles away. But she already had texted me as soon as the ride came through. She texted me, meet her upstairs. So it took me like 3 minutes to pick her up. So you see, that worked out for me. Even though it paid less, it actually wound up saving me a lot of time. Anyway, like I said, looks like Lyft and Uber are going to lowball us out of the airports. Now, I feel like I needed to edit this real quick and slide this piece in there. Even though those offers coming out of the airport have been lowballing, out on the street, I haven't been getting lowballed at all. So that's why I say I think there's a problem there. Again, I'm going to stress to you, I'm really concerned about what's going to happen on New Year's Eve. Like, I'm really worried. I don't know if I'm going to work. And I might just go private for the night. Friends and family, because if they're going to screw us like this, man, can you imagine what they're going to do after the new year? Wow, I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, I am going to Wawa. Because Wawa, they got great sandwiches, fuel prices are good, 15 cents off a gallon. No, they're not sponsoring this video. I'd like them to. Wawa, if you're hearing me. Anyway, I'm going here and get me a sandwich, get me some mash and mac, and go home and cut all this up. Anyway, till next time, be safe out there.